What if the real monster was the monster inside us all along? So today I did day 1 of my attempt at doing the Artist's Way, a 12-week course in 12 days. If you didn't see yesterday's video, yes, I am aware I will not get much out of the course this way. It's just a way for me to test it out and see if it's something that I would like to do for the full 3 months. Today was day 1, i.e. chapter 1, i.e. week 1. So you start every morning with the morning pages. That's 3 pages of freehand writing, and you're not meant to read this until later on in the course, so you stick them in an envelope. I made an envelope here for the morning pages at the start of my notebook, and then you do your reading for the week, or in my case for the day. So I made some artsy notes for the chapter because it's called the Artist's Way, so I'm having fun, okay? And so this is a spread about the concept of the shadow artist, which is what Julia Cameron calls people who want to be artists themselves and end up instead in supportive roles, helping other people make their art instead. To be honest, this looks kind of darker than I intended it to. It's because I'm not very good at drawing, okay? So this is not meant to be quite so glam, because actually I really enjoy the jobs that I've done. I really enjoy helping other people make art, and these are some productions I've been involved in a non-creative role, and I like doing that. So I don't know, shadow artist, I went a bit dark with it, but don't read too much into that. And that's a little child artist within. Then you go on to affirmations and blurbs and rebuttals. So there are some affirmations in the book, and the idea is that you then note down how you instinctually react to the affirmations, which is usually kind of negative, saying, no, I don't think so. So, and then you argue against the blurb, like that. So I did that, and I put that in this envelope here. And I also made myself a little permit to make bad art. And then there was this exercise called time travel. And so, of course, I had to make a Doctor Who TARDIS. And in here, I have listed a bunch of people who were big influences on my life throughout my life from childhood onwards. And then something that emerged from that, and one of the tasks for the week, is that I have a lot of people who have been very encouraging towards me. So I made little playing cards of some of my champions, people in mentor positions towards me who said very encouraging, nice things about me. I then did a bunch of other tasks. You're supposed to pick about half. And Cameron encourages you to pick the ones that you most want to do and the ones that you most feel resistance towards. And turns out I do not trust myself to understand the difference between feeling neutral about something and feeling resistance towards something. So I basically tried to do a little bit of each of them. Obviously, I was doing it in one day, so I did a shortened version somewhat. The ones I didn't do were the artist's date, because I'm going to go on that tomorrow. You're supposed to have one every week, and I am not going to have one every day, so I'm going tomorrow. And the other one was to go on a walk for 20 minutes. I did not leave my desk, basically, so that's something to work on. Another one that was quite fun is imaginary lives. And that's where you pick 5 more lives that you might have led if you had more lives to lead. And one of mine was train driver. So my way of experiencing that for today was to put on this point of view video of a train driver in Japan. And wow, why have I never done this before? This is the best thing ever. I'll link the video below, and there's loads of them like this all over the world. It's incredible. We should all be watching this non-stop. And I have this slightly unfinished bit, which is, it's a green hat, but also what it is the Monster Hall of Fame. So you have the champions, and then you have the people who were your detractors, people who discouraged you from pursuing artistic endeavors. And I really got stuck here. Actually, most people have been overwhelmingly supportive of me. Oh, woe is me, what an issue to have. But yes, going back to the sort of abrupt way that I started this video, I think I'm the monster. I think those negative things, it's me. I'm the one who's stopping myself from making art. So that's something for me to keep in mind and think about and journal about in the days to come. The last thing is the check-in. So I thought I would do that live here. How many days this week did you do your morning pages? 1 out of 1. How was the experience for you? I really enjoy what happens when you really force yourself to do the 3 pages. Page 1, nothing. Page 2, I'm just writing over and over again. Why am I doing this? I don't have anything else to say. Oh gosh, 3 pages is so long. 3rd page, end of the 3rd page, I come out with the most devastating stuff in the universe. So I would really recommend getting to the bottom of the 3rd page. For me, that's where the magic happens. 2, did you do your artist date this week? Not yet, because I'm doing it in 1 day, but I will tomorrow. Were there any other issues this week? I mean, I'm doing this so quickly that there's not that much time to develop issues in the first place. I guess the Monster Hall of Fame and not really being able to identify where these kind of blocks come from, that may be considered an issue, but it's something I'll just kind of keep thinking about. Well, that's all for me today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.